So Josh wants me to call out my shirt because it's like 110 degrees today.
The fact that he's wearing a jacket is just on another level. And the fact that he's only sweating that much, for someone who hasn't worked out since 1987, I'm actually pretty impressed. What's up, everybody? Altman Brothers here in San Diego at our newest Altman Brothers listing. Now, we just drove 2 hours from Beverly Hills to get here in Encinitas. Now, what we're about to show you is something that can never be recreated ever again. It is truly one of a kind. It is truly a trophy property. I know you hear that a lot, but from what I'm looking at right behind you, I can guarantee you, you have never seen anything like this, even in the billions of dollars of real estate that we have sold.
This one is incredibly special. Welcome to the Crescent house. What we got going on today is something really fun. We've got a broker's open where we're expecting about, I don't know, 150 to 200 people.
This is a very typical Altman broker event. Now, behind us is one of the best shots of the house, if you can see. We're gonna get into who Wallace Cunningham is in a minute, because you need to know who he is when you see something like this. But even in the beginning of this property, everything is very well thought out, from the driveway, the way that it's set up, the shapes, all the stone that you see. Every single bit of this house was done on purpose.
Let's go check it out.
I mean, look at this. You gotta have a step and repeat, right? You gotta get your pose ready. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go. What's so nice about this house, it's completely private to the outside world once you enter through this incredible piece of art, which is this beautiful steel door. So come on in here.
Every part of this house is art. So you'll notice the shape of the pool. Nothing looks like a normal home here.
That's right. So the name of this house, as Matt said earlier, is called the Crescent house, the Crescent moon. So you're gonna see everything throughout this house is shaped as a crescent, including the pool, which is right here. Believe it or not, when you walk in here, because you can see completely through the house, all the way to the ocean. Take a look at this right here, because when the water comes over, it goes down there. Isn't that cool?
I think that's super cool. You never see that on a house. Usually it's just that trough that goes over and collected, but it makes it also something special. You'll also see the poured concrete. That's my favorite part of this house. There is more concrete put into this house than you can possibly imagine.
Now, as you walk out here to the backyard, you have a double lot.
Yep.
So we're in Encinitas. Most of the houses are on half size of this lot. Being a double lot on the water, which makes it so unique, you're gonna have up to 74 feet of a promontory on the water. Your frontage on the ocean is 74 feet.
You can hear the waves cracking. Now, what's cool about this promontory, Josh, unlike other houses when you look up and down the beach, our people can usually see in, no matter what house it is. On this house, we're talking 180-degree views. You cannot see a neighbor on either side. That's incredibly special. Nobody can see you from a cliff anywhere there is. This is you and the views, that's all.
Come check it out. If you look down, one, you can see how high up above the ocean we're perched, but also the fact that, of course, nothing will ever be built in front of you over here, and the privacy factor is 100%. For those of you surfers, you see that? You see the surfers out there? All right, we're now gonna introduce you to our partner in San Diego. Matt used to share the soccer field with him in high school.
I'm not gonna lie, we share the soccer field, we share the same birthday, there are many things we share together. Guy Ravid, one of the better looking Altman brothers, why don't you give us a quick rundown of Encinitas, what there is to do, what the lure of it is, and why people want to live in a place like this.
Encinitas is a remarkable place known especially for its surfing, for its beaches. It's like the jewel of North County.
To understand Wallace Cunningham is to understand that 3 times he was named Architectural Digest Top 100 Architects ever.
This house was in Architectural Digest.
That's right.
It's impossible to get your house into Architectural Digest, no matter who you are, because trust me, every one of our clients and the high net worth individuals wants to be in it, and it's not something that comes easy.
So when we sold the Razor House, which was a very famous sale in La Jolla, we had sold that a couple years ago. A lot of people ask us all the time, has Wallace Cunningham ever built anything else like that? Because that was such an incredible house that sold pretty quickly. So a lot of people feel like, oh my God, they missed out on one of a kind. this is it right here.
And the first thing that's always gonna pop into your mind from every single angle of this entire house are the views. The views are everything here.
So as you look, you see there is no roofs, nowhere where the walls meet the roof, because the way he designs it, so everything flows through. So everywhere you look, you'll see all the way through. And then when you see what looks like parallel lines, well, you'll see it goes to a sharp point on one side, just because of the attention to detail that Wallace Cunningham is known for.
Right before we go into the primary suite, I want to show you a couple things about this house which make it stand out. Number one, these dining room tables are actually in the ground. Okay, this is a piece of art that is basically part of the house.
When you're having a dinner party or an event like this, you're able to close off the kitchen so you can feel like you're in a dining room just by moving this glass over here. Isn't that a very cool idea? Again, things are thought out.
Now we can head towards the primary, okay? You guys ready?
As we come into the master suite, one of the most amazing features about this house is it has expansive ocean views.
Everything is part of the piece of art. So the way that this rug was all custom made, and this was also by Wallace Cunningham, he actually comes up with all the furniture, is that correct?
He does.
What's great about that is that it all comes with the house. So the next builder's gonna get that too, because you're not finding any of this. Everything's custom.
You're waking up looking at one of the most iconic views that you'll ever see every single morning.
I mean, talk about floor to ceiling windows. These things have got to be 20 feet high. You've got electric blinds, shades that go down. So when you do have that sunset come down, if you want to do it, for me, I would never ever put these shades down.
And listen, you're on a 75-foot cliff over here, but you're probably 4 houses that way and 5 that way to get to beach access. Doesn't get much better than that.
We are here in the primary bathroom. What's super unique about this is the tub, which does not surprise me when it comes to seeing everything that's in this property, that this is the actual tub.
We're also talking about potentially making it a beautiful planter, little koi pond.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
In fact, comment below, what would you make this? So we're now out in the main area. Check this out. This is the elevator. And Guy is actually gonna go into the elevator here. It's basically like he's outside, because if you look above here, you're gonna see a beautiful skylight.
Another cool feature that he's done in all of his houses, if you go up and down, there is an electric eye there. So if a kid puts his arm in or something like that, it will stop immediately. It's very well thought out. When I was talking to owners and they told me about these stairs, I was blown away. It was the guy who built the stairs first time ever doing a staircase. Cost him $50,000. If he were to repeat that and do it today, he said it would cost $500,000.
You have Crescent again right over here. So it's little things like that that go a long way.
Again, every angle is thought out to be art. Why make it a wall when if you're at a certain angle, you can have sunlight come in, yet still have privacy.
With this house currently is what, it's 3 levels, right? Which you have, of course, the garage and some entertaining space below. Here you have a couple bedrooms, and then above, of course, you have the main living area.
6,300 square feet of indoor space, not to mention another 1,000 square feet of outdoor space.
This house has actually been in a TV show. Let's go check out one of the guest bedrooms, just in case you're lucky enough to know a wealthy person who buys this house. So this is completely separate from the other house, but this is your typical guest room in this property. And how insane is that you actually just lay down in bed? This for me could be another primary suite.
And just in case you do happen to invite them and they do happen to have kids, well, Mr. Cunningham thought of everything. Not 1, but 2 Murphy beds.
How cool is that?
Come here, come check this out. Look at this. I love that. Matt and I, we've had many Murphy beds in our houses coming up, because we just had a lot of friends that always want to crash at our houses. And what a great idea when it comes to just not taking up room. So this could be, if you have kids, this could be their gamer room right here. You could have a couple screens where they can sit, and at night, push the chairs aside, pull down the Murphy bed, and you're in business. So this could be the 5th or 6th bedroom in the house, depending on how you design it for your needs. And in typical Altman brother fashion, now that we got the event going, I just wanted to run in front and show you what we also do at a lot of these events. Of course, as you know on our YouTube, we are big car guys as well. So we always have to, have nice cars that go with the nice properties. Because typically someone who buys a house like this has a car like these. So check these out. This Ferrari I love, and also this is the brand new Maserati, and actually this is electric, which is pretty cool. Come check it out here. This is the MC20. The doors are super light, and I love it. I mean, they just jump right up like that. Look at the interior of this. A lot of carbon fiber, the blue suede, the blue leather, really, really nice. But check out the engine back here. Look over there, you can see the engine, you got the glass. This is a super cool car. And then over here, you may have heard of them before, Ferrari. So this is one of the newer Ferraris. It's pretty easy to drive. I've driven it before. I love the beautiful leather. The blue with the brown leather is a great two-tone that I love. When you're trying to sell something that's as incredible as this behind me, you gotta elevate your game on all different levels. Cars sold separately, all right, but negotiable. All right, well, thanks so much for hanging with us here at the Crescent house today, Altman Brothers YouTube channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment.
532 Neptune, check it out, $19,995,000. I don't see a better investment in the world of art than this house.
I agree with you, so by the time you see this, it may just be
Sold.
sold. Let's go.